Welcome to 40 Days with St. Maximus the Confessor. Each day of the Nativity Fast, we reflect on his timeless wisdom, teaching that guide us to humility, love, and union with God, the very reason for the incarnation of Christ. So let us walk together in the light of his words. A soul filled with thoughts of sensual desire and hatred is unpurified. St. Maximus teaches that a soul dominated by sensual desire and hatred cannot be pure. In the Orthodox Church, purification requires freedom from the passions and the cultivation of love, so that the soul may be united with God. This purification is understood as the first step towards theosis, which is the union with God that is the ultimate goal of Christian life. The Orthodox tradition emphasizes that ascetic practices such as fasting, prayer, almsgiving, and watchfulness help believers overcome the passions, helps believers to ensure that the body serves the soul rather than enslaving it. At the same time, hatred is seen as utterly incompatible with divine love. To harbor resentment or hostility means to block the soul's capacity for prayer and communion with God. Pure prayer, according to the Orthodox tradition, is only possible when the soul is free from passions. Thoughts of desire or hatred cloud the mind and prevent communion with God. Thus, St. Maximus' saying is a reminder that purification of the soul requires freedom from both sensual passions and hatred. Only when the soul is cleansed of these distortions can it truly love God and neighbor, and begin the journey toward holiness, toward freedom, and toward union with God. St. Maximus explains that a soul filled with thoughts of sensual desire and hatred is unpurified because such passions distort its natural orientation toward God. In Orthodox teaching, sin is not just the breaking of rules, but the misdirection of love, choosing pleasure or clinging to anger instead of directing love toward God and neighbor. Purification, therefore, means reordering our desires, turning away from indulgence and hatred, and turning toward humility, forgiveness, and divine love. Thank you for joining me for today's reflection from 40 Days with St. Maximus the Confessor. These daily reflections are meant to strengthen our faith, to purify our hearts, and to prepare us for the coming of Christ. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing so that you won't miss future reflections. Join me again tomorrow as we walk further on this path together.